Tango dancing is more than just beautiful. It's sensual, it's sexy, and more importantly, it's still cool, even though it was invented more than 100 years ago. Like many other Latin dances, we really don't know much about the origins and the early history of tango. Nobody documented or recorded anything about it, and the very few sources that we have are not reliable and often contradict each other. However, most researchers agree on some facts that we can point out. Tango started in poor neighborhoods of Buenos Aires, Argentina, during the mid-19th century. The first tangos were a mix of other music styles brought by European immigrants. Before there was Argentine tango, there was another type of dance called Tango Andaluz, also known as Tango Gitano or Gypsy Tango, a dance from the Andalusia region in Spain, which is related to the Spanish flamenco. According to some researchers, tango means dance party. It was a term that Spanish people used to describe a loud gathering of gypsies or slaves where there was partying and dancing involved. Since Tango Andaluz was very popular in the mid-19th century, it is possible that this is where Argentine tango borrowed its name. However, both the music and the dance for each is very different, and there is no concrete evidence to prove that this is where the name actually comes from. There were no records available in the early days of tango, so the dancers needed live music to provide the melodies for the dance. The first songs didn't have any lyrics, and the main instruments used were pianos, guitars, bass, and violins. However, the signature instrument was the bandoneon, a small wind instrument that looks like an accordion and became essential to the music. By the end of the 19th century, and with its music in place, tango as a dance was well established, but it was only featured in small, low-class nightclubs and bordellos. Nonetheless, the dance began to gain popularity, and a few musicians started recording songs. One of the first renowned tango composers was Ángel Villoldo, who wrote the song El Choclo, or The Corn Cob, around 1903. The original version was instrumental, and lyrics were added later. By 1910, more tango songs were recorded with lyrics. Like the blues in the US or bachata in the Dominican Republic, these songs spoke about love, heartbreak, and time lost. Around 1915, a young, good-looking tango singer began mesmerizing audiences with his beautiful voice and great charisma. His name was Charles Gardel, better known in Argentina as Carlos Gardel. Gardel was born in France in 1890, but grew up in a poor immigrant neighborhood of Buenos Aires. In 1917, Carlos Gardel recorded his first single entitled Mi Noche Triste, or My Sad Night. It sold 10,000 copies in Latin America and became an instant hit. During the next decade, Gardel became an international superstar. He toured all over South America and even made it as far as Paris and New York, appearing in films and recording hit tangos. Unfortunately, Gardel died at the peak of his career on June 24, 1935 in a plane crash in Medellin, Colombia. Nevertheless, His contribution to tango was huge, mainly because his songs helped to spread the genre worldwide. And as the music became more popular, so did the dance.